What if I told you the most magnetic quality a man can possess has nothing to do with his looks, wealth, or charm? What if the key to becoming truly irresistible is something most men overlook entirely? Something simple yet incredibly powerful that could transform your relationships forever. This truth may be hard to swallow, but once you embrace it, you will tap into a natural magnetism that most women can't resist. It's not about playing games or using tricks. It's a way of life. In this video, we'll dive into the ancient wisdom of Stoicism and explore 5 transformative principles that will reshape your mindset, behavior, and approach to relationships. By the end, you'll see why mastering yourself is a foundation of mastering attraction, and why so many men fail to do so. Emotional control is magnetic. Here's a fact. Women are drawn to emotional stability. In a world filled with chaos, stability is rare, and rare things are always valuable. The Stoics believed in mastering emotions, not suppressing them. Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." A man who can control his emotions exudes reliability and strength. On the other hand, if you lose your temper over every small inconvenience, you send a message of unpredictability and insecurity. Women don't want to be emotional caretakers. They want partners who can face life's challenges with calm and composure. Next time frustration builds, pause, breathe, and ask yourself, is this within my control? If it isn't, let it go. Over time, this practice will make you unshakable, and that calm energy is irresistible. Confidence comes from self-sufficiency. Here's a harsh truth. Neediness is unattractive. Women don't want to feel responsible for your happiness, purpose, or self-worth. True confidence comes from within, from being emotionally and mentally self-sufficient. Epictetus once said, "Wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants." This applies to emotional wealth too. When you're fulfilled on your own, you radiate confidence, and that is captivating. Imagine being on a date and hearing she's busy this weekend. Do you panic or overthink her intentions? Or do you respect her time and focus on your own goals? The self-sufficient man chooses the latter because his self-worth isn't tied to external validation. Build a life that excites you, hobbies, fitness, career goals, and you'll notice people naturally gravitate toward you. Detachment creates desire. Here's a paradox. The more you try to hold on to someone, the more likely they are to pull away. People value freedom, and they are drawn to those who give them space. The Stoics practiced detachment, not to avoid love, but to appreciate it without fear of losing it. Seneca said, "True happiness is to enjoy the present without anxious dependence upon the future." In relationships, this means letting go of the fear of losing someone and focusing on being present. When you're secure and relaxed, you create a sense of freedom that others find attractive. Practice gratitude for the present moment without obsessing over the future. Detachment reduces anxiety, boosts confidence, and makes you far more desirable. Purpose over pleasing. Are you living for yourself or for others' approval? Many men lose themselves in relationships by prioritizing their partner's happiness over their own purpose. While it may seem noble, it often leads to resentment and a loss of identity. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Stop arguing about what a good man should be. Be one." This means staying true to your values and goals, regardless of external pressures. A man who abandons his dreams to please someone else eventually loses his sense of self. Conversely, a man who unapologetically pursues his purpose is not selfish, he's self-aware. And that self-awareness is deeply attractive. Take the time to define your purpose. When you live with direction and clarity, you won't seek validation from others. Instead, your independence and drive will naturally draw people toward you. True strength lies in vulnerability. Strength isn't about being distant or emotionless. True strength is found in vulnerability, the courage to be authentic, even when it's uncomfortable. Seneca said, "Sometimes even to live is an act of courage." In relationships, vulnerability fosters real connection. It's not about oversharing, but about being honest about who you are. Imagine a man who admits he doesn't have all the answers, but is willing to learn and grow. That kind of humility is far more attractive than pretending to have it all figured out. Women value authenticity because it shows courage and self-awareness. Start small by sharing something personal with someone you trust. Vulnerability doesn't make you weak. It makes you relatable, and that authenticity is what truly draws people in. The takeaway: becoming irresistible isn't about gimmicks or manipulation. It's about mastering yourself. Emotional control makes you steady. Self-sufficiency builds confidence. Detachment fosters freedom. Purpose gives direction. Vulnerability creates connection. When you embody these principles, you'll naturally attract the right people into your life without chasing or forcing anything. It's not easy, but it's worth it. If this message resonated with you, like and subscribe for more insights on Stoicism and personal growth. Let me know in the comments which principle speaks to you the most. Thanks for watching, and remember, the only person you need to master is yourself.